Oh. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be saying 23 things I've learned in 23 years because I just turned 23 on May 19th and it is currently May 24th. I'm just going to list these off from like 1 to 23 because they're really in no particular order. They're super random. A lot of them are like really deep and random and just things I thought of. So number 1, life is short. Life is way too short. 2, travel at any given opportunity. I love traveling. I think it's such a great experience. Just to see different cultures and be around different people and surroundings. I honestly think traveling is just so important to building your character and like broadening your, is that a word? Broadening your perspectives and just gaining a lot of insight on life, because traveling just like opens your eyes to completely different worlds and cultures, obviously. And when you travel to like a different country or just somewhere completely different than you're used to, I think it's much more important to involve yourself in whatever place you're going to. Just kind of live like a local, get involved in the culture, talk to people. It's more about making a home wherever you go than it is like just going somewhere to take an Instagram picture, which is cool and fun, but I think it's a lot more important to kind of learn how to make a home for yourself wherever you go. 3, find happiness and joy in everyday tasks and everyday life, because there's always something to be happy about and to find happiness and joy in, even if it's just like going to the grocery store, going for a drive, smiling at a stranger. There's always something to be happy about. Can you see this ring light in my glasses? I'm gonna shut it off. 4, say what you need to say. 5, don't be afraid to be different. 6, I am enough. 7, this is such like a growing up realization, but you will come to a point in your life where you will outgrow people. 8, change is the only constant in life. Something and anything and everything is always changing. That's the only constant we have in our life. Change happens every day, whether we realize it or not. 9, care too much. In a world where people couldn't care less, be someone who couldn't care more. 10, eat that damn cupcake. 11, any body is a summer body. 12, people that are different from you are still people. Even though someone might be different and you think they're weird for being who they really want to be or being who they are, and it's like uncomfortable, or swear this room is haunted. Even if it like makes you uncomfortable because they're comfortable being different and not being like everyone else, or they're just very out there and not afraid to be loud about who they are, they're still people. They're still human. They still have emotions and feelings, and just because they're different doesn't mean they're not a person. So just remember that when you see someone different from you. People are still people even though they're different from you. 13, forgiveness. Sometimes you have to forgive people that are never going to apologize to you, and you also have to forgive yourself. To be honest, I think that's the only way we ever find any sort of inner peace. By the way, how cute is this little coffee cup? I got it off Amazon. It's perfect for Turkish coffee. 14, let people go. And I'm not going to get into this at all. I'm just going to show you that, like, I think it's Medea, that it's like super iconic and popular, but that video of Medea talking to her nephew, I think, and just telling him, or like giving him a lesson on how to let people go that aren't growing. I'm just not gonna get into it. I'm gonna pop that little video up right now so you guys can see it.
If somebody want to walk out of your life, let them go. Especially if you know you done everything you can do, you done sat around and been the best man or the best woman you could be, and they still want to go, let them go. And some people come in your life for a lifetime, some come for a season. You got to know which is which. And you're going to always mess up when you mix them seasonal people up with lifetime expectations. Put everybody come in my life in the category of a tree. Some people are like leaves on a tree. The wind blow, they over here. They unstable. They blow the other way, they over here. Ain't nothing. Season change, they wither and die, they gone. It's all right. That's some people. Most people in the world are like that. They just there to take from the tree. They ain't there to do nothing but take and give shade every now and then. Some people are like a branch on that tree. You got to be careful with them branches too, because they'll fool you. They'll get there and make you think they're a good friend and they're real strong, but the minute you step out there on them, they'll break and leave you high and dry. But if you find you 2 or 3 people in your life that's like the roots at the bottom of that tree, you are blessed, because that's them the kind of people that ain't going nowhere. When you get you some roots, hold on to them, but the rest of them, let it go. Just let it go. Let folks go. Ain't nobody said it was going to be easy, but it'll get easy when you learn how to love yourself. When you get to a point in your life where you look at people and you go, okay, wait a minute, you or me, you will make a decision. Because when you telling folks to do something, and I never throw nobody away. I've never in my life just thrown nobody away. Just say, look, don't bother me no more, don't talk to me. No, I've never done that. What I do is I tell you, say, look, this thing you doing right here, that's going to cause a problem. You need to fix that, because if we're going to be friends, we're going to be cool, you got to fix that. And if you don't, we're going to have an issue. If you see somebody fix it or they even trying to fix it, that's somebody that care. Keep them people around. That's a leaf that's trying to grow up and be something else. You understand? But if you tell somebody that what you're doing is hurting me and I need you to stop it, and they keep doing it, they don't care. Move on. Let them go. No matter how much it hurt, let them go.
And I think it's super important to realize that and to learn that and to know that you gotta let some people go. 15, do what you love and love what you do. 16, there's always something positive in any situation that life brings you. Even if you really can't see it, there's always something positive that you can take away from it. If there's not, then you can just try to change your mindset to a positive one. You can always try to find the positive side in things, or at least try to. 17, love too much and love too hard. I've learned that I would honestly much rather go through life loving people too much and too hard than to not be open to love at all, whether it's in a romantic relationship or a friendship, because I'm a very emotional person. I wear my heart on my sleeve, which can also get me heartbroken sometimes, which I'm okay with, because I would rather be able to feel emotions very deeply than not feel anything at all. Love is such an amazing feeling, even if it's just a platonic love for a friend. 18, I think it goes without saying, but put yourself first and love yourself. This is an ongoing learning process for me, and I'm sure for everyone else in the world. It's extremely difficult to learn to love yourself. I know that sounds really deep and kind of sad. The other part of self-love I wanted to touch on was self-love isn't always about putting a face mask on and cutting toxic people out of your life and watching junk TV and eating junk food all the time and just being kind to yourself. It's also being self-aware. Sorry, I keep sniffling. And holding yourself accountable for your actions and your behavior, and just realizing when you're being a shitty person and just holding yourself accountable to that. And I think as I've matured and grown up, I realized that self-love isn't always just about making yourself feel good and doing things that make you feel happy. It's also about realizing that you need to hold yourself accountable when you're being a bitch, or if you say something that's kind of mean, just check yourself and say, why am I being so mean? I have no reason to be mean. Just being self-aware and holding yourself accountable. I've said that so many times. Holding yourself accountable for your actions and behaviors, and just being very aware of your energy and how it can affect others and how it affects you. There's a lot of things to learn about learning to love. There's a lot of things to learn about loving yourself and self-love. And I think it's an ongoing process and journey for myself. And I'm sure for all of you as well. It's not an easy one. 19. I love this one. This makes me so happy just thinking about it. But the people you need most... No. What? Yes. Yeah. The people that you need most in your life will come to you at the most unexpected times. Maybe even when you weren't looking for them. I don't know how to put this in a way that makes sense out loud. It makes sense in my head, and that happened to me, and it was almost kind of I'm good, I'm in a really good place in my life. But then once you meet someone, you realize, I think I was looking for you, but I didn't realize I was. and I didn't know that you were the person that I needed. And though that sounds like, I don't know if that sounds cheesy or like way too deep, but the people that you need most will come to you in your life at the most unexpected times, but at the perfect time. And it's amazing. So just trust the timing. I'm sorry if this lighting is weird. The sun is like going in and out behind clouds, and I'm under a, what is this, skylight, using all natural light today. Funny, have faith in love. Even if you've been through horrible situations with relationships or just friendships that have turned sour and toxic and negative, don't lose faith in love, because it's still out there. You're gonna find it, whether it's in a platonic friendship or in a romantic relationship. Don't lose faith in love. It's still there. You'll have it. It'll come to you. 21. I've seen this all over social media, but I think it's very true. And stay close to people that make you feel alive and make you feel good and happy, and just make you forget to look at your phone and be on social media, and just stay close to people that make you, or like heart and soul and just like your mind, do the whole like exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point in you. Stay close to them. 22, find peace in solitude. If you can't be comfortable with yourself, it's a lot harder to be comfortable with other people. The 23rd thing I've learned in my 23 years, although there are a lot more things that I didn't put on this list that we can talk about another day if you want, but the last one is time is limited. And that is something that I've always known, but very much realized a lot more the last few years. Your time is limited, no matter who you are, where you are, what you're doing. Really, our time on earth is so short and so limited that you just gotta make the most of every single day and every moment, and make the most of the time you have with people, and don't waste anything. Don't take any moments for granted. Really appreciate what you have in front of you. I don't know if like these were too deep or like random for you guys, but I just made a list of 23 things that I learned in my 23 short years of life. And like I said, there are a ton of other ones that I did not include on this list. I just literally sat down and like wrote out 23 things that I thought of that I've learned over the years and recently. So yeah, that's all 23 things I've learned in my 23 years. Hey Dad! Come here! I just filmed the 23 things I've learned in 23 years. Do you have anything to add that you've learned in your life?
Oh my God. Take time to take a walk.
That's a good one.
How's that?
That's good.
It's good for the mind.
Yeah.
Hey, are we still filming?
Mm-hmm.
Over here. And when you take the walk, leave the phone at home.
Yes. One thing you learned in your life.
One thing I learned in my life?
Yeah, it could be anything.
The best way to live is to treat people right. Treat people the way that you would want to be treated, and then that makes life better for them, makes life better for you, and it just makes the world a better place, one person at a time.
That was a good one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye! Just a secret, I love this shirt, but I've never seen this movie. Don't kill me.
Oh, that's good advice.
Yeah.
That's what you've learned in your whole life.
Get off your phone.
Morning.
Get off your phone.
Never thought I'd see the light again. I got something I can see again.